on him. LeBron's probably just saying, hey, kid, like your game, keep working hard, everything will be all right. Because, again, I never knew who Lonzo was. So finally, I kept hearing ball, this, ball, that. So when I Googled him, aggressive, 5 foot behind the line, shooting threes, great passes. So I thought
in
college, right, and in high school. So, right now he's playing safe, he's playing tentative, but he's an okay player. He's a great teammate, he's a great kid, but all that stuff about pressure, it's not him. There's other people.
Well, I think LeBron is mentored. Like when I came in the league, I told you it was Dr. J, Moses, more importantly, Andrew Toney, Maurice Cheeks, Clement Johnson, Clint Richardson, Bobby Jones were amazing men. And they taught me a lot about life and more than anything. So listen, this kid's on TV, every promo, we show him. Kenneth just said it. First highlight, we went to him, and LeBron's playing. I watch other networks, and our network, we put his picture up. And he's not even the best rookie on his own team, but we still put his picture up. So there's a tremendous amount of pressure on this guy, and secondly, because of his dad. His dad put a bullseye on his back. LeBron would just tell him, man, you're going to be fine. Everybody's got an opinion about this kid after 10, 15 games. Just play basketball, man. It'll come out in the wash. But it's interesting. We judge these people so harshly right off the bat.
It's a microwave, man.
And it's unfortunate.
It shouldn't be.
It's unfortunate. I remember, I'm a big football fan. And Jared Goff is having a great year for the Rams. You remember last year, everybody was calling him a bust because he was the #1 pick and the #2 pick in the draft. Yeah. And, like, this year he's playing great. But last year he's like, this kid, they wasted the #1, 2 pick on him, blah, blah, blah. But, guys, I don't judge guys that quickly.
I don't think any of us judge guys too quickly. However,
what do you mean?
I don't think we on here.
No, we don't, but I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying, however, we're not judging Donovan Mitchell too quickly. We're not judging Ben Simmons too quickly. But when the statements do come out that he's better than Steph Curry, we're going, well, you better than Steph Curry. Oh, let me pull my seat up because I have to now pay attention because when I see Steph Curry, that's 29 points a game. That's close to 10 assists every night. So if you're better than him, we need to see this day one. And you're saying
what I was looking for.
So that was the pressure that was bestowed upon him. But if we didn't hear that, we would be sitting back and going, wow, can you believe this guy has 4 triple-doubles, or possibly 3, 4 triple-doubles.
Exactly.
And it would be a positive instead of, well, all he has is 3 triple-doubles for the season.
Right. 121, 112.
Different way to look at it.
The final. The Cavs go to 21.
We didn't create that.
No, 21-8. Oh. Meantime, over in Area 21, KG, a star-studded evening in Area 21. Let's check in with KG.
Thanks, CJ. Now it's time to ask KG, sponsored by Metro PCS. The question tonight is, where does LeBron James rank among the greatest? While a guy's playing, it's pretty tough, but LeBron is obviously has a lot of accolades and has won a lot in this league. Your face is epic. I'm just start with you, Mo, since you're looking like that. Where would you rank LeBron amongst the greatest right now?
I think LeBron has been a tremendous basketball player, not only for himself, but for the league, and also for Cleveland. And even though he's a power player, he's not finessed like a lot of players who are great, like Curry and some other players. It's just hard for me to say that he's anything but the top.
Right. When you put him amongst the greatest,
I think he's going to rank among the greatest, no doubt about it.
Top 10?
In the top 5 or 2.
I've never seen somebody in their 15th year play like this, but okay. I think that he's pushing the limit, but what about you, Doc?
I usually look at a 10-year minimum before a guy should even be in that conversation.
Right.
Because I think it's unfair to the retired players. You start saying 5 years, 8 years, 9 years, anything less than 10.
No doubt, no doubt.
So when he hit 10, I think he had pretty much accomplished as much as any other player except for Kareem.
Right.
So I kind of, as my all-time best NBA player, look at Kareem as being that guy.
Right.
So I would put Kareem, Michael, LeBron in that order right now.
You put LeBron before Kobe?
Yeah.
He did. I was like, excuse me.
Well, just based on
That's a good list.
just based on their first 10 years.
No, it's okay.
The first 10 years in the league.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Kobe played 20, and Kareem played 21.
Right.
Bron is at 15, and Mike played 20, or whatever. So the conversation could change, but in terms of, you know, at that 10-year mark, that's my list.
What you, Lise?
I'm going to go with Jordan first and then Kareem. And I'm sure, you know, you guys played with Kareem and saw him. And I think he was great in his ability to score in the sky hook, all of that. But I think when it comes to impacting the game and influencing it, obviously it was a different time. But I just feel like Michael Jordan was just the epitome of everything that we all wanted to achieve in terms of greatness. So I go Magic, Kareem, Kobe, then LeBron.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm an LA girl, so I'm always going to be a little biased about that.
Well, super. You think?
You think?
A little bit. What about you, Ice?
Magic.
Ice, let me hear it, Ice. Where you put LeBron amongst the greatest?
Man, I rank him up there, man, with Kobe,
Right.
Mike. You know, I mean, some of the things that he accomplished, and he's still playing, and he got time to do some more.
Right.
I mean, he's special, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, man. He done played 15 years, and he's still playing just as many minutes as he started.
Don't think we give him enough credit.
You know, I mean,
Seriously.
it's almost like scary, man.
Seriously.
I mean,
It is
not
eerie.
to rank him as one of the best to ever play.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
But no, let me ask you this. What's one, if you had to pick one thing that you love about LeBron, what would you pick that stands out to you?
His basketball IQ.
Right.
Yes.
You know, his understanding of the game and how to play the game. I remember when he was a rookie. You were there, Doc. The league flew us in for his Rookie of the Year ceremony celebration. And I remember asking him this question when he was rookie. I said, you play the game like you've been in the game for 10 years. You know, why is that? He said, well, what I did growing up is I studied all of the older great players that came before, and I learned from watching those tapes. So he's a student of the game, and his basketball IQ is what I love the most.
Well, shout to LB, man. LB, you making it look easy, bro. Keep doing it. We love you. Back to you, EJ.
All right, thank you, KG.
Has anybody ever said, I mean, the guy is one of the 10 greatest easily.
Who's that?
LeBron James.
Did you ever have to guard Bernard King?
I did. It was a nightmare.
BK Broiler.
Had one of the quickest releases.
Oh, my God. That's the reason why I won number 30.
Really?
Yep, Bernard King. I wanted to be Bernard King. That was my favorite player growing up.
More highlights when we come back. Kristaps Porzingis.
There's a reason why.
Steph Curry's not playing. Draymond Green's not playing.
Because the floor is shrink.
It's shrink or it's shrunk?
Shrink, whatever.
Shrunk.
I mean, when you don't
Honey, I shrunk the kids.
You know, when you don't have those guys out there, those other guys aren't three-point shooters. And when you keep Steph, you can't leave Steph. Draymond keeps you a little bit honest because he's not a great shooter, but he can at least keep you honest. So they don't have that floor space. They got David West out there. They got the little Bell kids. They just don't have that space to be out there shoot all them three-pointers.
What are you laughing about?
The little Bell kid.
The little.
Like, I know it's Christmas time, so the little Bell
Hey, let me tell you something. That kid should have won in the first round of the draft.
The little Bell kid should have gone in.
Yes, he should have won in the first round of the
He's
draft.
an aim-high product as well. He played with me as well. So.
38th pick.
But, yeah, 38th pick. But, you know, it really shows how great a player Steph Curry is because everyone always looks at points, assists, the statistical things that are in the paper, rebounds. But I always say one of the greatest things that makes a superstar is pace of the game. The pace of the game is totally different. He makes you play fast. Doesn't matter who's walking in the building. You say to beat the Golden State Warriors, when Steph Curry's on the floor, you have to play fast. And if you can play fast, you can beat us. But I don't care. You're going to play fast.
Yeah. Don't offer
They are
them
not
48 points in the first
They
half.
are not playing
that
fast.
averages
They're not playing
117.
fast. They're not playing fast.
And
That's a superstar.
If there is something that does stick out about Golden State on the other side of the ledger, it is the turnover, because they're 27th in the league, Shaq.
Well, I think they're playing down because, you know, they're playing the Mavericks. I think I heard Kevin McHale say that Steve Kerr didn't like the attitude and shooting around, and it's showing. They got 10 turnovers. Not going to talk much, Kenny. I need your assistance.
Okay. What do you
show
need?
all the 10
Oh, you know, this is not Harlem Globetrotter. It's more like Benny Hill.
No, it's
Shaq, you're adding nothing.
I like that remix, kid. Okay.
Must have been all 10 turnovers, accounting for 13 downs.
Good talk. Yeah, that was nice.
You
you threw me off guard with that one.
In your mind, is Golden State any more vulnerable given what Houston has been doing so far in the regular season?
No. Listen, what James Harden, MVP frontrunner, is doing, Mike D'Antoni, what those Chris Paul, what those guys are doing is incredible. But as I told you, they still got to beat those Golden State Warriors 4 times in a week. And you're not going to outscore the Golden State Warriors. The big difference is defensively. Clay is a great defender. Draymond's a great defender. Kevin Durant's a great defender.
I thought about you last week, too, Chuck.
When you were Christmas shopping for me?
No, I was Christmas shopping, yeah. But we were talking about, Ernie, we thought there was a stat given to both of us, and we looked at it, and both of us looked at each other when they were saying, oh, Houston's a good defensive team. Now, granted, I think that they're going to be around differently than they were last year. But we were like, I don't think they're a good defensive team. I think the stats are kind of weighed and skewed a certain way to make you believe they are. And then I watched the game last week when they gave up 77 points in the first half or something like that. I'm like, well, this is what we're talking about. It's the style of play sometimes leads these statistics to lead a certain way. It's the same way it could inflate your averages. If you're making more possessions, of course you're gonna score more points. You're gonna have more
that's
assists.
where
So it's
the metrics come in with the offensive and defensive ratings.
Yeah, but the rating is incorrect if you can give up 77 points in a half. The Detroit Pistons in our era, the Los Angeles Lakers in that era, the Golden State Warriors at times in this era, they're not giving up 70 to 80 points in a half.
And on the bottom line is, I look at the players. I told you, these people who love analytics, that's just something they wanted their son-in-law to have a job so he wouldn't be at the house. Listen, the team with the best players go win.
Shrink, Shrank, Shrunk sounds like Charles going through his old clothes.
That was a good one, Lee.
That was good, Lee.
That's outstanding. Any response, Chuck?
No, that was
Way to hold your spot.
Where did you keep your clothes at, though?
I'm shrinking. And Lee, I'll come over there and come to your mama's house and get some of old clothes, too.
Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, the official card of the NBA.